So the Great Barrier Reef is one of the iconic natural resources for Australia, and the problems it's got at the moment, from water quality and other environmental issues, are really big ones. But the challenge for government is that even though probably they've allocated a couple of $1 billion across state and Australian governments, it's not enough given the pressures that it faces. So what the type of research I'm involved in is trying to work out exactly how much it will cost to make changes and how we can make much better use of the funding that's already allocated. Both the Queensland government and the Australian government spend a lot of money and have a lot of different programs to try to improve water quality going into the Great Barrier Reef. So they're trying to arrest the damage and reduce the risks of long-term damage. But the really big question is how much can be achieved with a certain amount of investment and where the money should be spent. Some of the work we do is about trying to value the Great Barrier Reef or value improvements. So we work out how much the Queensland people and people across Australia, how much they think it's worthwhile to spend in improving the reef. We also do a lot of work in agriculture, trying to assess what the cost of the improvement would be. And we also work in ecosystem services, looking at, well, what are the impacts on the tourism industry, on recreation, on commercial fishing, if we could improve the health of the reef.
Our big focus is to improve water quality in the Great Barrier Reef, to preserve Great Barrier Reef ecosystems and to make the Great Barrier Reef resilient to other impacts like climate change. So we have targets that we have to meet, and those targets are heavily reliant on practice change from agricultural industries. So success for us is achieving broad-scale practice change that meets those water quality objectives. Well, CQU are an important partner for the Office of the Great Barrier Reef and Department of Environment and Science broadly. They are experts in agricultural economics, and a lot of the work that they do provide those real underpinnings for our project outcomes, which is to achieve productivity, profitability and sustainability in agricultural industries in the reef regions. It's an absolute mistake to think that we're alone in this. Partners like CQU are really critical for us to be able to achieve those outcomes.
Success for us is working with those people so that our results are useful. We want to make a difference, so we want to have industry partners who take our work on as we produce it and can make use of it.
The kinds of things we're seeing is being able to engage and educate farmers about the economic viability of their practices, also to be able to analyse and prioritise our investment in the catchment. So the economics is actually an important part of the story for where we're going to get our best bang for our buck as well. So we have a really strong prioritisation framework developing now, partly in result of the work that CQU has done with us.